Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this two-piece. I'm making it for a client, so it's for a little girl. This one here is for a 2-year-old, but she's a little bit chubby, so you might say almost 3, right? So basically I'm going to start with the skirt part, and then I'm going to start with her skirt, and then I'll cut the top too. So the skirt is like a 2-layered skirt that has a bias, so I'm going to be using this white bias to run through the end, right? So you can get like 2.5 or 3 yards just to be safe. So just because of the skirt parts, that's why. So now what I'm going to do is just to fold this Akara fabric into 2, right? And then for the calculation, what I need here is basically her skirt length and then her waist. So the skirt length I'm working with is actually 15. Sorry, the skirt I'm working with is going to be 15 inches, right? And then this 15, because of the waistband, I'm going to take away 1 inch from it, right? So guys, you're going to subtract 1 inch for the band, because I'm going to be adding 1 inch elastic band to it, right? And then I'm going to be left with 14 as the length of the skirt. So that means my first tier, that's the longer one, is going to be 14 inches, that's a full length skirt. Then I'm going to add a tier on top, which is going to be 7, right? So I'm going to do half of the length of the skirt, because my total length is supposed to be 14 now, plus my band, which is going to give me the 15 inches that I want to be the total length of the skirt. But to add that upper layer, that's the shorter one on top, I'm just going to do half of the length I'm working with, which is going to be 7. So I'm cutting 2 skirts here. The first length is 7, which is the full one, and then the shorter one on top is going to be 7. It depends on you how you want to do yours. So whatever you want, you can do it that way. So now, but another thing you have to add is to this one, I'm going to add +1 to it, because I need half an inch to join the bias at the bottom part, right? To sew the bias. So guys, all I need to add is just 0.5 to each of them, because remember, you're joining a bias to it, so you don't need to add any extra thing. This half an inch is just to join the band to the waist, right? So the length of the bottom of the full skirt is going to be 14.5, and then the second shorter one is also going to be 7.5 in length as I'm cutting it, right? But remember, this 0.5 and 0.5 are still going to come up to the waist like this. They are going to come up to the waist like this as half an inch to join it to the band, if that makes sense. So now that we've determined what the length is going to be, which is 14.5 and 7.5 for the long and the shorter one, we're going to now talk about what the waist is going to be. The waist is also going to be the same thing for the 2 of them. So actually the waist I'm working with is going to be 20. So that 20, all I need to do is divide that 20 by 3.14, because I'm cutting it on a fold of 2. So that 20, I'm going to divide it by 3.14. Whatever I get is what I'm going to use to cut it. So guys, like I said, the waist measurement, I'm going to divide it by 3.14, which is a constant for anybody that you're making it for. Just divide it by 3.14, which I got about 6.3, right? So what I'm going to do is this 6.3, because it's going to be a skirt with elastic, I'm going to add, let's say, extra 2 inches to it, so that it will give me room for elastic, right? So that means what I'm working with is now going to be about 8.3, or let's call it 8.5, right? So that means I'm going to go up to this fold. Remember, this is on a fold, right? So basically, you're going to take the person's waist, divide it by 3.14. Whatever you get, add 2 inches to it, which I've done, and I have about 8.5, right? So I'm going to mark 8.5 here, and mark it all the way around like this, placing my tape at this tip here, and mark 8.5 to this corner, right? Once that is done, so guys, so after you mark it, the 8.5, the next thing I did, I just placed my tape here, marked the 8.5. That's how I got this semicircle here. In case you guys are not seeing it, this is basically it, right? Then the next thing I marked here is just to put my tape below this 8.5 and make sure that the length of my skirt, like I said, I'm cutting the first one, the full one, like the longer part of the skirt is what I'm cutting first, which was 14.5, right? Because remember, the second one is half of it, which is 7.5, right? So the first one that we're cutting is 14.5, and then I made sure that 14.5 can fit in here. Then I took back my tape up, and then I measured it and just marked it all over. So the distance between this point and this point is actually 14.5 all over like this. If you measure it, is actually 14.5. So all I have to do now is just to go back in here and go ahead and cut it out. So this is going to be the longer part of my skirt. So after cutting it, we'll go ahead and cut the shorter one. So guys, this is it here. I've cut it. This is what it looks like. I'm going to take this out. So this is basically going to be the longer part of my skirt. If I open it up now, this is what it looks like, right? This is the longer one. So like I said, I want the shorter one to be half of this, so which is at 7. It will stop somewhere in between here, right? So now to cut that, you can also take your fabric the way it was before, folded into 2, and then you're going to place back. If you want the 2 of them to be the same, just go ahead and place back what you used before, which is this one. Place it back again on a fold. You see, this fabric is still on a fold. Let me open it so you can see. It's actually still on a fold, the way we had it before, right? Before we cut off the first one. Just place it back again, and then just rule a line straight down, so you know, like, or you can just go ahead and cut it out in a straight line. And start afresh, right? So you can take this here the way it is now and know that this is your exact waist again, and then the only thing you have to add is just this time around you're going to add 7.5 all the way, if that makes sense. So you're going to take your tape and just mark from the end how you marked 14.5 before. Just start from this end again and mark 7.5 from here to that point, right? 7.5 all the way, if that makes sense. That's from the end of where this one that you cut off, because it's still going to be exactly the waist. And then when you're done, you also use this to trace out what your waist would be, if you want the 2 of them to be the same waist, right? So this is going to serve as the waist. You can take it out and then place back your tape from here and measure 7.5 and use it to mark the second length, starting at this point, right? And just mark it. Or if you don't want to do that, you want the upper one to have more gather, which is actually what I'm going for. Since the lower one won't have so much gather, I want the upper one. If you look at that picture, you see that the upper one has a lot more gather. So what I'm actually going to do now is that 8.5 that we used to determine this first one, I'll go ahead and add extra 2 inches again to it. This time around now, I'm making it even wider at the waist. So I'm going to add extra 2 inches to that 8. So now I'm working with waist of 10. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and mark 10 inches all the way around. And then once I finish marking that 10 inches all the way around, right, I'm now going to add the 7.5 to it and then mark that one all the way around too, making the waist of this first one even wider. So guys, you see, we've gone ahead and marked it now. So this time around again, we are going to go ahead and cut that out. So this is actually the second, the one on top. This is it here. So you cut, and then this was the initial waist, but like we said, we used 10 inches instead. So now it's going to give us even a wider waist than the first one, which will give us a gather at the top, right? So this is it here. So now this one here is going to be on top of this, but I'm just going to use a very small like gather to hold it together. So basically, I'm going to take this here and place it on top of this one, right? But instead, the one on top will have a little gather, right? Just give it small gather until it meets up with the waist of the lower one. You understand? So this, because the one on top has much more room, I'm just going to hold it down a little bit this way so that it meets up with the waist of the first one. So once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and attach my band. But before that, this is what we are going to do. Take your bias, right? It depends on you how you want to join it, but how I will join mine is basically take this here. You see how bias comes, it folds this way, right? So I'm just going to take it the way it is and then I'm going to just put it in between and sew it this way all over the edge, right? And then keep going on a fold to like go round the end of this and also round the end of this one. So guys, you see what it looks like now. So like I said, pleat it a little bit on top to make it more gathered. So this is it. So now the next step is just to put my band. So this is the band I'm using. Like I said, I'm using a 1-inch elastic. So I'm going to take this now and sew this band right around the waist of this skirt all the way to the end. And then I'm going to pass my elastic like this. Sew this band to this here, pass my elastic inside and close up this side. But this part with the seam is going to be at the back, right? This is the center front, this is the center back. So once I do that, we'll move over to the top. So guys, this is the skirt here now. The only thing remaining is just to take my elastic and pass through the waist. Once I pass elastic here, it will help pull it together even more. So this is the elastic I'm using. Like I said, it's 1-inch elastic. So I'm going to pass this through to help pull the skirt together. You see what my bias looks like. So guys, now the next thing is the top part of this top. So basically what I have here is just a shoulder to so first thing I'm going to do is to first rule a line across this lower part, like come up here by at least 1 inch or 1.5 from the bottom up, and then rule a line across. This is for my elastic casing, right? And then the next measurement I have here is just her shoulder to waist, which is almost 8.5, right? I came up here by 1.5 for my casing of the elastic at the bottom. And then what I have here is about her shoulder to waist, which is going to be her shoulder to waist is 8.5. So I'm going to mark that also at the top here and rule a line across. So now guys, I'm just going to draw a basic bodice. Her shoulder measurement is 8.4, so divided by 2 is 4.25. Come down here, mark the armhole. Her armhole is 10, divided by 2 is going to be 5. Go ahead, mark that here, connect it this way, right? Guys, just go with the flow. You see what I'm trying to do here. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to give it a curve here. And then for this off shoulder, you don't want to make elastic go round. I just want the elastic to stop by the 2 ends of the sleeve. So I don't want the elastic to go all the way around on her body and then make it too restricting because it's a child. So it's just going to go by the sides of the sleeve. So I'm making the body to be perfect, but the elastic is going to be fitted. And then the waist also is going to have elastic. So now what I'm going to do is to come down from the head, this top part here, by about, it depends on you, you can measure on the child, but since I didn't measure, I can just estimate like 2 inches down, right, as the off shoulder. Normally on an adult you might do 5 inches, 4 inches, but since it's a child, let me just do 2 inches down, right? So now that I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is, this is the part I'm going to cut off. But since I'm going to need bias, right, and there's no elastic going at the top here, I'm just going to do 1/2 inch at the top for the bias, and that's basically it. So I'm going to just cut every other thing, and the width here you need to add ease to it. So her chest, that's her bust area, round is about so her bust area should be divided by 4, should be about 5.5. mark that. Add 1 inch of ease, add 1 inch of seam allowance, and then connect it to the waist. I'm not going to insert any waist measurement. I'm using what I have on the chest on the waist too. So now all I have to do is just to cut from here, and then I'm going to cut all the way down here. And guys, as you can see, I have the front and the back together, right? There's no separate front or separate back here, and that's basically it. So now that I have this here, to cut the sleeve, the same thing is what I have here. So the width of her arm width is about 8 inches, divided by 2 is going to be 4, right? But I added extra 2.5 inches here, 1 inch of ease, right? 1.5 inch of ease because I want it loose, and then like 1 inch of seam allowance, right? So that's why I have 6.5 here. So what I'm going to do is, what you can do is just place this here and cut it open, but I don't want to do that because I want to be able to pass elastic through the top part here, right, for the sleeve. So I'm going to come down 1 inch on the sleeve also, because this sleeve is going to be folding 1 inch on the top and then also 1 inch at the bottom here, because elastic is going to pass at the top, elastic is going to pass at the bottom, right? So in total what I have here is about 7.5. so now what I'm going to do is just to move it a little bit towards the end, right, and then cut open this part. I just remembered my 1 inch, guys. Don't forget that 1 inch for your elastic casing. So I need to still bring it down more. So just so that you don't forget it, fold it away and then put in your sleeve and cut it out, right? So that way you don't forget it, because you see now I just went ahead and started cutting it again. So I need to cut this out. And then you can go ahead and start joining it, guys. If you want it even more slack, right, instead of using her shoulder measurement on the body, like you want it more loose on the child, instead of using just her shoulder measurement here, another thing you can do is use her shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 1, right? That way it will move it even out more, right? So that way you can just still put elastic on just the sleeve and it will be really loose on her. So you can do, instead of her shoulder measurement divided by 2 that I did here, which gave me 4.25, right, you can do her shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 1 and then do, like, let's say 5.25, and then cut your armhole in, put in your fabric for the sleeve and do what you need to do. So now all I have to do is just fold this here past my elastic, fold the bottom here past my elastic, and then I'm going to join it to the body of this cloth. Close up the end this way. I'm going to, let me show you. So basically this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead, use bias to finish this top because my elastic won't be passing at the top, and then I'm going to fold this to make a casing. Join my sleeve, but before I join my sleeve, also fold this one at the top here so it becomes the same length as the opening here. Join it to the end here, fold this here, pass elastic, and then close it up entirely. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll bring it back so you guys can see. So guys, this is it here. So basically what I did is you're going to fold the end, pass your elastic, pass elastic just by the sleeve, enough to hold it. You see the elastic is just here, and I sewed it close into the sleeve, both in front and the back. The elastic is just here. This part here doesn't have elastic. The part of the front is just on the sleeve, and then there's elastic here. Just measure the child's cuff, where the length, the end of where you'd want the length to be, maybe their bicep, measure it, and then you go ahead and pass your elastic. So that's basically what I have here. You see how the top looks. Like I said, I didn't want the elastic going round so it will not be too restricting. So the elastic is just on the 2 sleeves. This is it here, and then this is the skirt. Like I said, the center seam is just going to be at the center back here. So that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Please guys, like, share and subscribe. Bye.